What's up guys, this is Nick Evennou with Dirt Rider Magazine. We're out here at Glen Helen Raceway for the Yamaha YZ450F 2018 intro. A couple new things on the bike. We're looking at a new electric start, which a lot of the Japanese models are starting to lean towards following the European suit. So we'll see how that reacts, and I think it's going to be a big difference, obviously not having a Kickstarter anymore. Another thing, all new chassis on the 2018 YZ450, so a little bit lighter feel, a little bit more nimble, easy to use. So we're going to touch on that a little bit and let you know how that works. Also, biggest thing for me, as the 2017 was always a little bit bulky, 2018 is a lot more slimmer and nimble. So that's going to be probably one of my biggest pet peeves to criticize, and we'll take a look at it and go from there. First thing I noticed on the YZ450F 2018 edition is a lot more slimmer, nimble. Obviously the electric start's going to be the biggest thing and the easiest thing, obviously, moving forward on this bike. Chassis is definitely going to be a big difference. You're going to notice a lot lighter feeling across the whole bike with the new chassis. It's a lot more nimble, almost 250-ish like. So cornering on the bike, kind of throwing it around over the jumps, getting it into where you want to put it is a lot easier than the 2017 model, in my personal opinion. Another thing I've noticed on the 2018 model to the previous 17 model is the sound of the bike. Accelerating out of the corners, almost get a kind of a jet airplane kind of sound to the bike as opposed to last year's. It's a little bit louder, which makes it a little bit more difficult to kind of get at ease with, as the previous model seemed to be a little bit more toned. All right, so another big thing on the bike is cornering. Last year with the 2017 model, I definitely had to make substantial adjustments to the front and rear end with cornering, getting in to stay in the corners of the front end, kind of wanting to float out of the deeper ruts. And this year on the 2018 model, with the stock settings, I never adjusted anything on the bike. The bike seemed to stick fairly well. Compression rebound, all was fairly in the general area of where I would race it. So minimal adjustments would be made when we get to shootout season, but right now 2018 model is really stable. Yamaha made a slight adjustment on the motor and where it's been placed, obviously to bring more centered gravity balance to the bike. I didn't notice any substantial power gains or power losses to the 2017 model. So another thing on the power, as opposed to 17 and the 2018 model, was the smoothness of the power and how broad it reached and how much easier it was to use on the 2018 model. I didn't really notice the power was substantially heavier or better, but I did notice that it was smoother and easier to use. All right, guys, that's a wrap here. Check back at dirtrider.com for further testing.